Good afternoon, friends. This is Gautam from Mystic Indicators. I just wanted to give you a quick analysis of how you could have traded today, how I analyzed the markets in the morning and what was the best candle to trade, and how did I go about it, right? So, if I analyze today's CPR, because that's the first thing I look at it, right? Although this is not the narrowest of the last 3 days, as you can see, the third day from today, this was the narrowest CPR on 24th of June. But this is more or less, right? I mean, more or less in line. Plus, if you look at the opening candle, right, it is a doji, but it closed above the high of, the previous day. Of course, there is a prior resistance here from the 24th. That was the prior resistance. So the second candle itself gave you the long signal, which closed above the opening candle high. So sometimes, when the opening range itself clears above, the previous day, that is the best signal you can trade, right? Now, if I turn on the GAN levels, uh, you know, now you can see that your entry could have been here with a stop loss, which is here. And then you already got your first target here. And you can say that, it would have hit your stop loss. And then again, if you would have entered here or somewhere here, you almost got your two targets. Now, if I look at purely from a time trading perspective, right, without considering price, how would I trade this market? So let us understand this. So see, time trading is based on the concept of, harmonic time cycles. As you can see, if you would have traded this one on break of the low, you got a very good swing, right? And then this was the time cycle. And then you would have traded, on the long side, you would have been able to ride this move, right? And similarly, this was more or less sideways. So this is a system called price and time squaring, where time moves, but price is almost stationary, right? And when that happens, that there is a chance of an explosive move, which is exactly what we saw. So price made a higher pivot here. So, if you would have taken the trade, right, yesterday itself, let's say, or if you would have taken the trade here, right, then on the new time cycle forms, this is your stop loss, right? This, if your candle would have closed, below this, you could have squared off at net to net. However, if you held on to the trade, then your next time cycle was here. And as you can see, there was one candle that came and reached your stop loss, and this is roughly around 3 o'clock. So this is a good time to close your trade. So if I measure, just based on the time cycle, right, how much you could have gained, assuming that you traded in the first candle of the morning itself, right? So let us measure how much you would have gotten. Roughly around 200 plus points or 0.8% in a single trade, right? 200 points capture on any given day in Nifty is a great. People even struggle to capture 20 points, 30 points in a day. But this is the amazing power of time cycles. If you learn how to trade with the time cycles, trade with the time in your favor, with the price confirming the trend, then you can capture some massive moves without taking undue risk. I hope you understand it, and I hope you will join the band of time traders. And that is certainly my goal, to create a following around of traders who trade based on time, not just the price, right? So let us look at one previous trade though, right? This was another classical trade. So look at this price, the time sort of aligned here, and then on break of this, you got this move, right? Again, here, if I measure how much points you could have captured on this trade, it is roughly around 240 points. So as you can see, friends, I mean, just by following the time cycle, right? Again, from here to here, let's say you would have accumulated another, 150 points, right? So here to here was mostly sideways, and today you got this trade. So as you can see, in just three trades, right, friends, 240 points, 150 points, 200 plus points, right? So this is roughly around 240 plus 200, 640, uh, plus 50 is 690 plus 100. So almost 700 points, my dear friends, in just three trades. amidst all the volatility, just using time as a factor. Isn't it amazing? I hope you liked it, and I will continue to showcase how you can trade based on time. And in my advanced courses, of course, there are lot many things that you can learn, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. I hope you liked it. Take care. Bye bye.